Thank you for joining Wars of the Roses. And this is Montana from the Encyclopedia of Freemasonry by Albert G. Mackey. Montana. April 27, 1863, the Grand Lodge of Nebraska granted a warrant for a lodge at Bannack in Montana. But in consequence of the removal of the petitioners, the lodge was never organized. 3 other lodges were subsequently established by warrants from the Grand Lodges of Kansas and Colorado. On January 24, 1866, 3 lodges met in convention at Virginia City and organized the Grand Lodge of Montana, John J. Hull being elected Grand Master. Royal Archmasonry and Templarism were introduced, the one by the General Grand Chapter and the other by the Grand Encampment of the United States. The Freemasons in Montana held no formal meeting until, at William H. Bell's dying request, a Masonic funeral was arranged. The meeting was held at Brother C.J. Miller's cabin in Yankee Flat. A dispensation for a lodge at Bannack City, then in Idaho Territory, was issued by the Grand Master of Nebraska, but the lodge never met as the brethren had dispersed when the dispensation arrived. On November 17, 1863, a dispensation was issued by the Grand Master of Nebraska to Idaho Lodge at Nevada City. The first meeting was on January 9, 1864, and the first Freemason to be initiated within the boundaries of the present state of Montana was made a member of the craft on April 23, 1864. Delegates from Virginia City, number 43, Montana, number 9, and Helena City, number 10, met in Virginia City and organized the Grand Lodge between January 24 and 29, 1866. The dispensation of the first chapter in Montana, dated July 14, 1866, was issued to Virginia City, number 1. A charter was granted on December 18, 1868. On June 25, 1891, the Grand Chapter of Montana was organized. A convention was called for that purpose by authority of a warrant issued by the General Grand High Priest, Commander David F. Day. The subordinate chapters were 9, namely Virginia City, Helena, Deer Lodge, Valley, Yellowstone, Billings, Livingston, Dillon, and Great Falls, numbered 1 to 9 respectively. Helena Council, number 1, was organized under a dispensation dated April 4, 1868 from the Grand Council of California. It was numbered 9 in the jurisdiction of that state, and the charter was dated October 21, 1868. This council joined with 2 others, Butte, number 2, and Tyrian, number 3, to organize on March 29, 1910, the Grand Council of Montana as a constituent member of the General Grand Council. A dispensation was issued on August 27, 1866, to Virginia City Commandery number 1 at Virginia City, and it was granted a charter on September 23, 1868. The Grand Commandery of Montana was organized on May 14, 1888, with 4 constituent commanderies, namely Virginia City number 1, Helena number 2, Montana number 3, and Damascus number 4. The ancient and accepted Scottish Rite Southern jurisdiction was first introduced at Livingston, where Curum Lodge of Perfection number 2 was chartered February 11, 1889. Livingston. Chapter of Rose Croix, number 1, November 10, 1889. Livingston Council of Kadosh, number 1, May 1, 1890, and Eastern Montana. Consistory, number 1, July 8, 1890. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and comment, and if you can, please consider donating to Wars of the Roses. Links to PayPal and Patreon are in the description. Thank you so very much.